It's great to be here again, man. This is if Tuesday was inaugural, this is the first. I think this is the.
It is.
They say
put a little mood music, mood music for us there, FOMO. There you go. So it is. This is our second show, man. And then I do want to say too, Kareem and Austin, they had their show yesterday in the afternoon, 12, and it was awesome, man. African voices. It's pretty cool to go and hear what's going around all over the world, right? We're not just stuck in our own bubble. It was pretty good, right?
A lot of education.
I loved it.
Get outside of your little what they say, bubble.
You have to get
out of your bubble, and you have to branch out. And no better way to go to Africa and learn something.
That's right. That's right.
Put it this way, when you hear about what's going on in Africa, you stop your complaining. That's what you start doing.
It's true, but it's cool to see they're getting after it too. They're taking this technology and they're implementing it. We're over here still making stupid regulations. We're still
before I forget, because I forgot last time we'd learn it. We got George Richardson right there.
Let me put some. I see. Hey, George, smelling nuggets. That's what I'm talking about. Good evening, bees, monsters, everybody. Crypto. Good evening, George. Good to see you. Buenas noches, Moreisha. Good to see you. Thank you. Josh, let's go. Good to see you, brother. And then you got Craig. How you doing, my man? Very good to see you. Craig's a musician. I've been getting some cool stuff from Craig, right?
Craig loves Santisi Brothers chicken tenders, and he's in love with that Giovanni sauce. That's what you need to know.
That's what I'm talking about. Dan, I'm ready for appreciate it, Dan. Dan's a video machine too. He makes great videos. Yeah. Eric, good to see you. Good evening to you. Night Owl, let's go. That's right. Good to see you.
And only Wednesday Wellness.
That's right. Wednesday Wellness. That's it. Robin, hello. Good to see you. Hello, Deborah. Nice to see you. Will, my man. Good evening. That's the guy right there. Joseph, how you doing, brother? But yeah, thank you, John. And it is. Got to bear with me, man, because I'm like, I got the little back end, got a front end where we got to be talking. That's why I like what's going on. With
you see underneath my name, I just want to point attention. You're Ray of Light 38 into the future. Mom FOMO head, a.k.a. John, honorary wise guy. I'm an honorary wise guy.
Honorary, it is.
Like when I got a doctorate, but I didn't really have to study. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's honorary. I'm really not a wise guy, maybe kind of honorary. Thank you very much.
It is. You're awesome. I love hanging out with you. We're like, we have a lot of fun together. But also too, like it, right? Like the show, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share it. It helps with all the stuff with the algorithm, gets us seen more. So do your thing. We're streaming on Twitter. We're doing it on YouTube. We got Twitch, a gaming place, Facebook. So we're kind of streaming everywhere. So wherever you're watching it, give us a like and share this. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Let's go. So yeah, I mean, the title, obviously, what's going on is it's crazy, right? Everybody knows it was coming, and you could feel it in the air, FOMO.
You feel it in the air.
You do.
It's not. Sometimes when I go outside in Arizona, I feel mist. I feel the energy. I do feel the energy. I feel something.
It is. It's looming, John. Obviously, everybody's looking probably to the new year, but I think December, which is tomorrow, John, I think you're going to have a nice ending to the year. You know what I mean?
December already?
Tomorrow. Today's the 30th, November.
Well, somewhere it's December 1st.
Oh, look, there we go. We're getting calls in already. So,
Dialing in. Dial up.
Hey, another thing, I got a treasure, FOMO. So I'm going to be doing some different wallets, showing people how to, hook these up. I know most of us are on with the Ledger, but I'm going to be doing some treasure stuff too, John.
And also, before I forget too, we'll give it a shout out. This keeps my energy going. Celsius sparkling energy drink. I just want to let you know, it's not like a Red Bull. It makes me feel better. Hold on, I gotta do this for the sponsor.
Oh, it looks refreshing.
It actually is, and it's Grape Rush.
Oh,
it's Grape Rush. It rushes to this.
Yes.
It just go. I just want to let you know. So that's.
Hey, and remember, after this, everybody's going over to Twitter, doing Twitter Spaces.
Oh right? Yeah, I love that little guy.
Monster My City is hosting another one. Yes, and you got Austin M2. You got FOMO Head. You're co-host. You do everything. You're like an all-star, John. You're like
it's from the sponsors. The sponsors keep me motivated. The motivation keeps me sponsored. I'm just letting you know. Let's do this, Ray.
Well, it is. We love you. So let me throw it over to Shanice Cunningham. This is our new anchor, Shanice Cunningham, over in England. So
I met her yesterday. Delightful.
Yes, we interviewed her. So this is Shanice over in England. She's across the pond. So let's throw it over. She's going to introduce everything what we're doing here, right? The headline.
Get ready for Bitcoin and Ethereum's game-changing moment. Blackrock and Fidelity ETFs are on the horizon and poised to boost both Ether and Bitcoin.
BlackRock and Fidelity, and much more that's going to be coming with all this stuff with the ETFs.
In BlackRock, Fidelity, I'm still thinking Vanguard and State Street, another powerhouse. You got those four. I think they own about 97% of the entire planet.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention. What is it the old days? When blank, blank, blank listens.
When E.F. Hutton speaks.
You got to listen.
Listen.
It's when Vanguard, State Street, BlackRock.
Yes.
What's that other company you just mentioned?
Fidelity?
Fidelity. When they speak, you better pay attention.
You better. And it's all along. And this is more, right? This is Forbes talking about global wartime inflation. Because 25 trillion predicted Fed is going to flip and it's going to trigger a $1 million bid. And I mean, listen, I know that's a ridiculous price you're talking about there, but that's what they're saying. You're seeing this with the ETF, John, and now you're seeing this, what he's talking about. You see it all over, right? We were doing stuff with Ukraine. That's doing things with Russia. You got stuff going on with Israel. Fed's about to turn it on, John. You're gonna see it's gonna start printing the money again, right? And
did they ink that printer again?
I think
Are you serious? The Fed has inked the printer again?
I'm sure it's coming, John, and that's why this inflation. You got to print money if you're gonna start sponsoring wars. You know what I'm saying? So the Bitcoin price has doubled over the past year. If you've if you look back to last November, Bitcoin was bouncing around at 15 grand. So it's more than doubled. Big, huge recovery after the implosion with this, the clown show with scam bankman fraud. My man's in jail. Where he belongs. And that was just one of them. There was many others. And now you're seeing stuff with CZ and Binance. But it's very, it looks a little crazy, right? It looks very manipulated and how these, big governments and all this stuff works. So it's kind of wild. But this legendary Bitcoin crypto trader, Arthur Hayes, has predicted the arrival of the global wartime inflation, and it will trigger a massive $1 million Bitcoin run. That's what he's saying, John. And I pulled up some more. He has some more things to talk about. So we were talking about the title of the show, talking about the Ethereum taking off. Arthur Hayes has also said Ethereum could explode by over 4,600%. And again, he doubled down with the $1 million Bitcoin. But 4,600%, you know what that makes Ethereum, John? You know where that makes that? The Ether? Huh?
Talk to me. I want to know. Let's say 100,000?
100, and of course, listen, he's not talking about next year, not talking about 2025. There, like I said, this is all a process. But people are saying ETF hits somewhere, this thing could just jump up to 10 grand, 15, 20 grand, right? People, and listen, your name is FOMO head, right? When people start seeing this, they start getting all excited and people start jumping in and people like, this is great. This is going on, right? Let me see.
Hey, you know what? You just said something too.
Right.
You tell your friends to buy Bitcoin at 100. They don't buy Bitcoin at 100.
No.
You tell them, hey, you should buy Bitcoin at 500. Nah,
Yeah.
That's a fad.
Yeah.
1,000? No. When it starts getting 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, oh yeah, this is looking good. I'm going to invest.
Right.
Yeah, you should have been in at 100, brother.
Yeah.
And I'm still in at 35, 37, brother.
But that's again, we talked about a lot, psychology. That's what people do. It's wild. Oh, and another thing but anyway, I'll go back to it after we're done. But anyways, it is crazy because, this looks very much like what's going to happen is as these ETFs start spinning up, Fed starts printing money, people start FOMOing in. And another thing, I know you wanted to do maybe some shows next week about fiat and what that is and what's been happening for the past 100 years, John. I think everybody should really understand, right, what they're currently in and why this is so much that is locked in that people are going to kind of switch over to this, right?
Right. Well, here's a perfect example you're talking about. I've talked to people and they said, I just don't understand crypto. I don't understand what it does. I don't understand it. Well, do you understand the dollar?
Right.
I know it sounds crazy. We need to explain where the dollar came from, what its value is, where it's going, and what inflation is. We need to have an understanding on if you don't understand Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you don't understand now, isn't Bitcoin coming up with the next halving soon?
Yeah, that's somewhere April, sometime in the spring, right? Yeah, that's kind of when the blocks are coming. Yeah,
pretty amazing.
Yes.
But when you talk about it, well, let's talk about the dollar. Let's talk about the government going through $1 trillion spending spree in 3 months.
I know.
And I went to the store. I went to the store to go shopping for food. Yeah. I've walked by items and went, yeah, not today. Not today. Whoa.
And that is something. That's tough when you're sitting there and you're talking about food. Be like, I'll do without, right?
Right. Exactly what you just said. I'm like, I've never said I'll do without. I went, I want that. Go get that. Now, like, I look at me. I'm looking where I had like this much cheese. This much cheese in the store was like $7.99. I was like, oh, that's an expensive grilled cheese sandwich. I'm not getting that. So I've actually said no to certain things. So yeah, absolutely.
It is. It's wild. So I mean,
gift boxes right here. My local pizza is through the roof, except one place. I know that wine gift boxes guy.
Oh yeah. And I like your stuff back there. We didn't talk about it, but I like your little.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So tell me about this. Oh, Blackrock.
But this is all the stuff that's just kind of all, culminating in one shot again. You got this stuff that we were just talking about with inflation. Now you got this Blackrock ETF approval, and you said others, Fidelity. There's 10 others that are doing it as well. But they're saying with just that, Ethereum could hit 28 grand. Just that, and that's again talking about the FOMO. It'll just all start happening. I was reading that you would need, it's something like around $800 million a day coming in. When you're in this, where you got these big, huge financial places, that's not crazy town, right? And I'm gonna flip soon because I got a video spun up, and the Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yes.
And that's what people got to realize is going to start happening. People are going to get on the phones, John. Not all of us are salesmen, right? In the crypto space, we're all just degens. Let's go. Let's get crypto. Let's get NFTs. You're going to get real people, right? Like the Wolf of Wall Street on the phones, because I'm going to play a little clip of it, and you're going to see how people are going to sell this stuff. Again, I know at the beginning of this clip, you're talking about he's selling penny stocks. I know Bitcoin and ETH is not a penny stock, but these are real professionals that really make good money off of fees of pushing this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that's going to start happening. And as people start seeing and even getting a little taste of how things work over here, John, because there's nothing in stocks that move like crypto, right? You don't get 100% gain here and there, right? So you're talking, when these people see, oh, hey, it's going to be 75 grand Bitcoin, right? And then all of a sudden, they didn't get in on that one. He calls back and say, hey, it's going to be 150 grand. You going to listen to me this time? That's the kind of stuff that's going to start happening. And then, that's what we're talking about.
Don't go anywhere. Hold on 1 second. Don't click me in. I got a delivery coming in. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Let me pop back in. Let's see. Let me move this. Let's see what you got. What do you mean? And there you go. You got FOMO. You got the 2 wines back. Oh, look at this.
I got a delivery coming in, Ray. Oh, this is the way we deliver pizza here at Santisi Brothers Pizzeria and Sports Grill. Has a little security tab for when the Uber Eats drivers and everybody picks it up. I use my little razor, get that little sticker off there. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh, I see it steaming.
Look at that ray of light.
That's beautiful.
I just want to let you know, so everybody knows that show. That guy, it says 1 bite, You know, you ever hear that show? You know, one bite. Look at that. Look at
One
the
bite.
undercarriage. Look at the undercarriage here.
Oh, that is.
Okay. Look at it beautifully. Oh, hold on a
Oh.
second.
Oh,
that's hot, man. Oh.
That's tempting there, FOMO.
Oh, again, this is the New York bend. In case anybody out there in the real world, you have to be in New York. You have to crack the crust right there. It's wonderful.
And you want it to hold. Is that what you're saying? You don't want it flopping. You don't want a floppy one, right?
Look at that, man. You see that hot cheese? I'm just letting you know. I'm going to give this pizza, I'm going to give it a 9.7.
Oh, that's
7. That's coming back home in case Hatsack's listening to me. That'll be home. I just want to let you know.
That's beautiful. I love that. I like the tab. It's like a security seal, right?
It is a security. Nowadays, when you deliver to, when Uber Eats and DoorDash, Grubhub comes takes your food to customers.
Yes.
You need a little security tab to let the guy know, hey, don't touch my pizza. Forget about it. I just want to let you know, Ray.
Oh, absolutely.
So I want to let everybody know that little shout out was Santisi Brothers Pizzeria and Sports Grill. And I give that a 9.75. You see that melted cheese. You see the undercarriage cooked beautifully.
I love it. Hey, anybody live in Arizona, if you're not over there at the Santisi Brothers, you're missing out, right? If it ain't Santisi Brothers, forget about it.
You know, send me another nickel. You guys send me a nickel every time.
You gotta send me a nickel.
So remember, I go back to BlackRock on that last thing. You made me think about something. Remember, BlackRock, if you pay attention, by 2030, they're supposed to own 60% of all the single-family homes in the United States. So I want to let you know, BlackRock is not here to be kind and whatever. They're looking to make money.
Yes.
They want an ETF filing so they can make their customers money. That's not financial advice. That's just letting you know the rules.
Right. And you should know. Listen, hey, I'm not down for this. But it's gonna affect us. We're gonna reap the rewards, right? Of everybody come flooding in because we have self-custody. We have all our crypto, right? But this is for all the people that just don't want to kind of mess with. They want the easy peasy, hey, take my money, go do something, right? That's what
we did agree. When the people give it to BlackRock, they have to go purchase it. They're not going to be purchasing paper. Am I correct?
What?
When they
spot one, and that's what I'm going to go into. I have that, but a spot one is they have to buy it. They're supposed to be holding it.
Right. They have to be holding
BlackRock. They have futures that are already kind of out there, kind of like derivatives. But they already have that stuff out there. But yes, the spot ones. BlackRock and them are all supposed to be holding that asset, right?
Okay, just want to make sure we clear for the audience.
Yes, absolutely.
Not a paper hold,
right?
Not by that guy with the bad hair. What was that guy? That what do you call him? Bankman-Freud guy?
Scam Bankman fraud.
Scam Bankman fraud. You know who the guy with that hairdo.
But that's the point. That's what people are gonna, they're gonna want to do that. That's not crypto. And we've been talking about that kind of stuff on the show. How everybody, I walk around and people, oh, you're still in that crypto. Are you all right? Everything. I'm like, I'm fine. All good. It's all sitting in my wallet. I didn't give it to that clown over there, and I didn't keep it on his FTX. I didn't do all like the celebrities and out there, shilling and doing Super Bowl commercials. And obviously, they could care less about me doing a Super Bowl commercial. But in general, that's the whole mindset that it's wrong, right? But this is, again, they're saying realistically, 10,000 is the most likely scenario. But with FOMO happening and people starting to see what their dollar is doing, John, I think people are finally starting to, understand, man, for 100 years that it's not even worth saving. What's, putting your money in a savings account. There's nothing happening. You're losing value in your dollar. Right, you better put, and I think you were talking about. Well, we might do some cool stuff next week, like you said. You buy $1,000 of Bitcoin, John, and then you also put $1,000 in your checking account. Let's see how it goes in a year, John. Let's see. And I mean, that's very simple for people to see. It'll hit them right in their pocketbook, right? You can't go next Thanksgiving and buy the same amount of stuff. You can't even do that.
Right. I reminded Rich Man, Poor Dad. What was it? Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yes. Rich man, poor. Yeah, yes.
Right. So take a look at this quarter. You see this quarter?
Yes.
Remember the story I told you yesterday? This quarter's not silver. It's got a bunch of copper in it. He goes, you have to be careful when bad money chases out good money. When this was solid silver, it was worth something. Now it's like too much copper. It ain't worth too much. Remember, they were going to stop printing it because it's too expensive to print it versus the value of it.
Right.
Very interesting.
Absolutely. And that's all this, he's talking about here.
What Wood say? What is Kathy Wood saying?
Well, all they're saying is this, whatever the price is anywhere in here,
right.
We're good. We're happy. We're very good. Right. And again, anybody obviously in our ecosystem, we're big fans of Ethereum. It's part of the ecosystem. It's great. And we love it. Right. We're big fans. So, that's kind of what's going on. Right. And then down here, this is where you were just talking about, what the investors increase in their holdings, right? In a dynamic world of cryptocurrency, Ethereum has recently witnessed a notable increase in its value, and not big huge jumps like Bitcoin, but it's lagging, right? But if you understand what's been going on, there's been significant acquisitions by large scale investors. What do we call them, John?
Oh, baby.
Whales. Whales. That's right. And you know how much they've been accumulating, John?
I just happened to see that in the corner of my eyeball.
These whales, and this is in the past few months, this past year, 10,000 ETH tokens. Now that's a good day. That's a nice day, right? And we're talking about over 1,000 addresses were reported to hold this amount.
Oh, that's some money.
That's holding, right? That's not on Coinbase. That's everybody off board, getting it off of there and holding it, right? But there's also, things that aren't so great for ETH, right? And I'm giving you the whole thing, right? Different sentiment is observed among retail Ethereum holders. Many have been reluctant to increase their holdings. This suggests a lack of confidence. And there is a score down here which is low. It's called a Z-score, and it's at 0.4. Which, they like it up again, you're getting up to 0.5, 0.6, but that's the confidence. Have you ever seen the fear and greed index? You ever seen that thing? Now it's pegged out at greed, but it's kind of like a little similar, but it goes with, much more solid metrics than people's feelings, right? So this is, again, Ethereum price predictions from 2023 to 2032, 9 years, right? Ethereum price. Look at this, John. So 2023, 2024, and it just goes up. But here's that line. The yellow is max. This is this is super FOMO, mid, and then very kind of bearish. But you're talking about by 2032, maybe a $60,000.
Yeah, I've heard. Don't quote me on it. There's a couple of cryptocurrencies that are attached to Ethereum. Like partnered. I'm just saying.
Not partnered, but in pools. Yeah.
Yeah, pools like, like, hey, that could be good.
Hey.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
But again, you were talking about this earlier, and I wanted to touch on this. How does a cryptocurrency ETF work? And I'm going to read it a little bit, but people, you should understand. Most ETFs replicate how indexes work by holding a basket. It might be a basket of cryptocurrencies. Okay. But the underlying assets, crypto ETFs, have a couple of ways of tracking the performance of digital cryptocurrency. Spot ETFs directly hold the cryptocurrency. That's what you were asking in before. Yeah. Building a portfolio that naturally replicates the performance of the digital asset it contains. Right. Other crypto ETFs, that's the futures one I was talking about. I'm not going to get into that. And then, that's pretty much, like you said, how it works. Given the structure of their portfolios, these ETFs have share prices that mimic changes in the price of the derivatives instead of cryptocurrencies themselves. Therefore, the price of shares in the given cryptocurrency ETF rises and falls in line with the crypto futures contracts, like other derivatives. That's what I was telling you. The other ones that are kind of out there already. There are some like that, and it's more like a gamble, right? You're betting on prices. So, I had more, but I didn't know we're almost at 4 minutes left before we're getting on to, you got the spaces that's going on with the Mastermind.City.
The ETFs is important. We need to continue to talk about that weekly.
You do. And like I said, we'll come back to all this because, I want to touch on the pros and cons because it is very important. And what's funny is some of the pros are cons to me, John. That's why we wouldn't do this, right? Trade on stock exchange and using regular brokerage accounts. Yeah, great. They're the holders, right? Provides exposure to crypto without direct ownership. Oh, great, right? Without direct ownership. We what do we talk about? Not your keys, not your crypto. But this is what people we've been saying. There's going to be two ways to go: decentralized, centralized, and there's going to be a lot of people.
Fourth one. Go to the fourth dot.
Reduce the learning curve.
Why do we have to dumb down everything for everybody? How about learn about it? Learn, educate yourself.
People want the easy button, John. They want the easy button. That's it.
My easy button has been broken for a while. I'll tell you that.
And the cons, regulatory uncertainty. Absolutely. That's even now. Elevated fees and expenses, definitely. Subject to volatility of crypto market. Hey, we love volatility. Volatility is wonderful over here. That's why we're talking about thousands of % of gains in some crypto.
Right.
And then, yes, no direct ownership or control of the crypto assets. Right. And yeah, I actually won't be able to play the Wolf of Wall. Well, maybe let's see. I want you to see it because everybody, this is what's going to happen when they get on and they let this Bitcoin ETF go, right? This is what's going to fly.
Go ahead. I can't hear it.
Oh, hold on. Okay, that's right. I got to mute. I'm going to mute myself. I can't speak.
I'm sure Deborah's upset.
A few weeks back, requesting information on
a little bit louder.
Huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell?
There you go.
Great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute? Name of the company, Aerotime International. It is a cutting-edge, high-tech firm out of the Midwest awaiting imminent patent approval on a next generation of radar detectors that have both huge military and civilian applications. Right now, John, the stock trades over the counter at 10 cents a share. And by the way, John, our analysts indicate it could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000. That's my mortgage, man. Exactly. You could pay off your mortgage. The stock will pay off my house. John, one thing I can promise you, even in this market, is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few. And in the case of Aerotime, based on every technical factor out there, John, we are looking at a grand slam home run. 4,000, that'd be 40,000 shares, John. Let me lock in that trade right now and get back to it with my secretary with an exact confirmation. Sound good, John? Great. Hey, John, thank you for your vote of confidence and welcome to the Investors Center. Yeah, thanks
a lot. It's beautiful.
Hold on.
Oh, I love that.
Hey.
We landed on the moon.
What? But that's what I'm talking. People are going to be getting to work, John, and people that, all they're going to do is, hey, yeah, I'll give you $4,000. I'll give you $4,000. I'll give you $5,000. And that ETF, man, is just going to be, doing its thing. Right. But people, getting after it, because that's not how we all are over here. Right. I'm not out there, my friends. Hey, you got to, these are like, how we always say, I'm not a financial advisor. Hey, John, you know what they are? They're financial advisors.
I don't know. I can't say nothing, but I'm saying it could be what's it telling me? It could be this or that. It could be that.
Could be that. That's right.
Could be that. So I got Bill asking a question, and we don't have the time for it, but it says, so ETFs are like a mutual fund. Are ETFs like a mutual fund?
Like a mutual fund? Well, I mean,
ETFs like a mutual fund.
I don't have any. I don't have ETFs. If I do,
have to find that answer out.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
ask that question.
That's it. Oh, look at that! You look at. Hold on, I'm going through. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, that wine gift boxes we're talking about, pineapple is extra. I hear you're right. Pineapple is extra.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's a whole bunch. Look, wine gift box. Hey, it's it. That's awesome. Good to see you. What's up, man?
What you call it? Will says he might need some tutoring with his treasure. I know that can be arranged. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
There you go.
That's a wise guy right there. Wise guys always know somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, there you go. Decentralized identity to the moon. That's what he's talking. Decentralization. That's what I'm talking about.
Right,
so
100%.
That's what we're all about. Make sure you get over to monstermind.city. I'm going to kind of close it out because we have to hop over and get on the spaces, man.
That's right. Because Monstermind City is just called in.
Yeah,
you should give me a tone like that eventually.
Yeah.
The old days. The AOL dial-up.
AOL, yeah. Burp, burp, burp. Yeah.
They're calling me right now. It's the way it works, brother.
It is. They're calling you right now. Let me spin it up. Hey, appreciate everybody. Give us again.
Awesome.
A like and a subscribe if you didn't, but I'm trying to find the video that we're going to spin out of here. Oh, here we go. All right. Appreciate you, John. I'll see you over on Spaces, my man. All right.
Love
you, man. See you.